Can you believe that the man who gave us the sound of silence left behind a mansion so eerily quiet, it now hums with the same haunting stillness that made his music immortal? We're talking about Paul Simon, folk rock legend, lyrical genius, and the architect of songs that became the heartbeat of generations. If you're someone who believes music is memory, if you've ever heard a song and felt your soul pause, this story is for you. Because today, we're not just diving into Paul Simon's $75 million legacy, we're stepping through the broken gates of a once glorious estate, tracing the quiet footsteps of a man whose silence spoke louder than most voices ever could. Born in Newark, New Jersey, Paul was a musical prodigy, shaping melodies in his head while kids his age were still learning to whistle. By 12, he was recording songs with his childhood friend Art Garfunkel. You know the rest. Mrs. Robinson, Scarborough Fair, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Simon and Garfunkel became the voice of the 60s counterculture. But Paul didn't stop there. His solo career redefined world music with Graceland, earned him 16 Grammy Awards, and twice landed him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Not many can say that. And with that success came wealth. By the time he passed at 83, Paul Simon had amassed a net worth of over $75 million. But unlike many celebrities, he didn't flaunt it, he refined it. His income came from more than music, publishing rights, licensing deals, and discreet investments in real estate. Smart, understated, and always a few steps ahead. Imagine this. You drive through Connecticut's winding woods and find a secluded 10-acre paradise, his estate. As you can see, the mansion once opened to a lake view so tranquil, it felt like nature was exhaling. The recording studio, custom-built by Paul himself, echoed with the birth of songs that moved the world. The walls were lined with vintage guitars, tribal art from South Africa, and first-edition books on philosophy. But now, the pool is bone dry. Leaves blanket the patio. Inside, a grand piano sits untouched, gathering dust in a room where music once bloomed. Outside, a once sleek black Bentley leans like a forgotten statue, its paint chipped, tires low, and leather seats faded by sun and silence. Comment below. Should homes like this be demolished, restored, or turned into museums? Paul's lifestyle was minimalist, not flashy. Crisp white shirts, linen pants, and barefoot walks through the garden. He sipped fine wine, studied Buddhist texts, and painted in the mornings. He wasn't chasing red carpets, he was chasing peace. He married 3 times, most famously to Edie Brickell, and fathered 4 children whom he fiercely protected from the public eye. Despite decades of fame, scandal never followed him. Instead, he let his work do the talking. In his final years, Paul was introspective, teaching songwriting to young artists, journaling, meditating, and reflecting on a life that spanned continents and cultures. He passed peacefully with complications from a chronic heart condition. And yes, he left a will, meticulously crafted, like his lyrics, detailing the future of his royalties, his estates, and even handwritten letters to each of his children. And here's something only those close to him knew. He believed silence was sacred. He often said, the most important part of a song is what's not there. That might explain why he filled his final home with silence, not just as an absence of noise, but as a presence of peace. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next update.